4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions in one game. I don't even know where to start with that, so I'll let you go. When looking back, what do you think of that game right there? It's a huge game.
It's a good game, but what it doesn't show is the offensive line, all the hard work they put in, and the pushes they get up front, because without them, none of that's possible. So all the hard work they do in the summer and lifting weights, without them, I wouldn't get any touchdowns. So it all starts up front, I guess.
Now, like I said, there was at least quite a few 4 and 3. Out of all those, is there one that stands out above the rest of them?
I think maybe my first one. That one was pretty cool because that was a zone run, and we've been working on that in practice. That we were talking about hitting the alleys. I think we're running to the left, but there's always like a cut back to the right, and I think I hit that and then hit it again. So then I ended up scoring on it. So that was pretty cool.
So like I've said a few times so far, touchdowns and interceptions. If you were to pick one play, would you rather get your team that big touchdown, or would you rather grab that big interception?
I think I would pick an interception, honestly, because we have Jake Wozniak as a running back, and he's our horse. So you can always rely on him. He's a big kid. He's fast, and on defense, I just like getting the ball, I guess. I don't know.
Ball hawk.
Ball hawk, yeah.
And finally, if you could just talk about your team, how have they looked so far? How are you guys looking moving forward?
I think we're progressing every week. We're getting better each week. We keep working on things we do wrong. So I think we're getting ready for sectionals. And we just keep getting better and better. We got our first 2 losses, probably the two toughest teams in the GR. And we had to face them early on in the season, so we learned from our experiences from that, and we just keep getting better and better.
Dane obviously had quite the contest. So
yeah, the other night was pretty neat. I think he ended up with 16 carries for 100 yards, 4 touchdowns. He also had a 2-point conversion run, so I mean he was in the end zone 5 times, and he's not. We have kind of a 2-back rotation, really. Jake Woz starts at the tailback, and Dane spells him. So I think Friday night, Jake had 21 carries, Dane had 16. It wasn't by design that that Dane got all into the end zone 4 times, but just how it worked out. So, defensively, Dane never comes off the field. He's our center fielder, our free safety. He's got excellent ball skills. I know he's not the biggest guy in the field, but he plays huge. He's fearless, and he's a strong kid. So, 4 interception game, or a 3 interception game with 4 touchdowns. Yeah. So it's kind of,
Yeah, when you get so many points, you get confused, right?
It's
an
amazing game.
Yeah.
Just the individual stats for one game, it's something. I think he finished with 6 tackles that night, too. So it was a good game for him, for sure.
Yeah, to say the least. And, Coach, from there, if you could talk about just the rest of your team leading up to this point in the season and going forward, how are the guys looking?
Yeah, we've got a nice team here, for sure. We had the best summer we've ever had here, at least in my 12 years coaching. A lot of guys come into the weight and the speed training program this summer. We participated in maybe 3 or 4 7-on-7s. And I've always kind of thought the last few years our passing game, once we get into the season, our passing game at times has struggled. And the 7-on-7s have helped tremendously. We've thrown the ball well this season. We have a nice balance. The other day in Holly, I think we threw for 214 yards and ran it for 240, something like that. So it's a good balance. I think we've only thrown 1 pick all season so far. We take care of the ball, in the passing game. But we still really, when it really gets right down to it, we need to run the football, and we've been doing well with that. Jake Woz is, around 900 yards right now through 5 games, and Dane's probably around 300, somewhere in there, 350. Just, off. Defensively, too, we just got a bunch of guys that are physical and enjoy defense and doing their jobs. And the weight room has been a tremendous help. You can't play this game out here with any hesitation, with any fear, in your mind. So we've gotten stronger over the last few years. We play with confidence. It's a good scheme, I think. Coach McCracken calls our defense as the boys well prepared. And and then the third element, special teams. Our coverage units have been excellent. So this week, in fact, tomorrow night, Pembroke's got a good kicker and a good punter. we're looking forward to having an opportunity to hopefully return the ball a little bit. Been facing a lot of squib kicks and punts out of bounds and stuff like that. So hopefully our return can come into play tomorrow night.